Oh my god, take 553. Bitch needs a Red Bull. Thank you. Why thank you? And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. That's it. That's it. Hey you, I'm Lynn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching this video today, where I'm going to be creating 2 different eye looks using the same palette. I'm going to be using the Thirsty palette. I asked my followers on Instagram whether they would like to see the Friendcation palette from Dose of Colors with Desi and Katie, or the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Thirsty palette and the Thirsty palette 1. By like 2% or something, I don't know. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and the first look I created is this cut crease look using some of the neutral shades in the palette, and my second look is going to be a bit more colorful. So if you want to see how I created these 2 looks, then just keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. So for the first look using the Thirsty palette, I'm going to move into more of the neutral shades to create a more sort of everyday neutral eye makeup. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep it that way, but that's what I'm aiming for, and then we'll just see. I have no like plan for this eye look. I'm just gonna dip into the colors and see where we land. I'm thinking of maybe I'm gonna do sort of maybe like a half cut crease, maybe a full cut crease. It's been a long time since I did a full cut crease. Maybe I'm gonna do a full cut crease. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see where this lands. First up, I'm dipping into the color Subtle. I'm just gonna place this in the entire crease area and sort of winging it out at the end. This is a very pretty color that in the pan it looks very cool toned, but once it hits the eye, I'm not sure if it's because of my skin tone, but it like becomes a bit warmer. I'm gonna go in with a small definer brush, and I'm gonna dip into the color Drizzle, and I'm going to shape out where I want my cut crease to be. I'm going to grab my Sigma E36 and I'm gonna dip that into stroke and just blend everything together. This eye look is gonna look like crap until everything is put together, so be patient. And then I'm just blending back and forward with the Sigma E40. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna start cutting my crease with some concealer and a teeny tiny flat brush. Oh, son of a bitch! Okay, the only thing to do in this scenario is to cut this lid higher as well. I feel like the starting point is pretty much the same, it's just it needs to go a bit higher and then cut the crease. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so now I feel like we have 2 somewhat as identical as possible cut creases. We are gonna figure out what to put in the blank space. So I was debating on going like yellow, but I'm gonna go in with the Filthy Rich, which feels like a pressed glitter, and I'm hoping that my concealer is gonna act as a great base for that. Yeah, so I'm first gonna just place that with my ring finger, and then I'm gonna go over the edges with a teeny tiny brush. And now that I'm done with the lid, I'm gonna move on to liner. And I'm gonna use the shade Drizzle in the palette. So I'm gonna take my absolute favorite eyeliner brush. It's the Bdellium Tools 760. And I'm gonna like start sketching out where I want the liner to be. And once I've mapped out where I want my line to be, I am going to add some Inglot Duraline to that shadow to make the line a bit more intense. So I'm quickly gonna do my base and my brows off cam, and I will be right back to finish off the eyes and the face with the lips. So my base and eyebrows are on, and I also threw on some mascara, and now I'm gonna finish off the eyes. And I think since I managed to keep it quite neutral, I don't know about like natural everyday wear, but I managed to keep it quite neutral. I'm thinking I'm gonna stick to that theme. So what I'm gonna do is take the shade Kumquat on a Real Techniques shader brush. I'm gonna place that on the lower lash line, and connecting it somewhat to the liner. And then on a tiny pencil brush, I'm using the Morphe G19. I'm gonna take the shade Dazzle just on the tip and connect that to the liner. And then I'm taking the Techniques shader brush once more and just blending everything together. So for the waterline, I'm using the Colourpop Cream Gel Pencil in Get Paid, which is a metallic shade that really matches this lower lash line shadow we've got going on. And then I'm just gonna pop on some mascara on my lower lashes, and as per usual, I am using the Ardell top and bottom mascara for this, and of course I'm using the bottom part, which does a really good job of separating the lower lashes and really grabbing onto each and every one of them. So to finish off this eye look, we need a pair of lashes, and the ones I've chosen today are from Boldface Makeup, and they are in the style Babe Alert. So I'm just gonna quickly pop this on and I'll be right back. And now that the lashes have completed this eye look, I am going to move on to the rest of my face. So I'm gonna start off by bronzing and contouring my cheeks a bit. I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Sheer Powder Brush with the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. And for blush today, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Buildable Cheek Brush together with Milani's Luminoso Blush. And for highlight today, I'm going to be using, of course, one of Jeffree Star's Skin Frosts. I'm going to be using the shade Peach Goddess, and I'm also going to use this to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone. Wow, it's been a long time since I used this highlight. I forgot how much I love it. And for lips, I'm gonna go with I'm Shook. And once we put on that lip, this look is complete. Now stay tuned for my next look using the same palette. Okay, so for the other eye look, I decided to go with a voiceover simply because it saves time, and yeah. I started off with the shade Taste Buds from the palette and just ran that through my entire crease, and I built it up quite intensely. Yeah, to the extent of my hand hurting. Then I went in with the shade Bitch to intensify my crease. Still using that same shade, just a smaller brush to really intensify the crease. Then I jumped to the color Drizzle and I intensified my outer V with that color. And then I cut my crease. I only did a half cut crease for this look, so I only cut halfway. And I'm using the same technique as always, concealer and a flat brush. And this brush was amazing. It was a Coastal Scents brush that they sent me, and it was awesome for cutting crease. And then over the tacky base, I just placed the shade Quench, which is an amazing, amazing yellow. And then I blended Quench with the Drizzle. Then I curled my lashes and threw on some mascara. I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. And then I thought I'd show you a part of the face. I have my foundation on, but I'm going in with the concealer from Mula Cosmetics, the Dorian concealer. That concealer is amazing. It's like Tarte Shape Tape, amazing. It's so good. And then I went ahead and did my brows off cam, and I went in with the shade Stroke on a flat definer brush for my lower lash line. And then I blended that out with the shade Bitch. And then I took the shade Quench again and placed that in my inner corner. And over top that, I chose the Ice Cold Skin Frost to really give that a pop. And the lashes I chose were Bring It On from Bold Face Makeup. For my waterline, I took ColourPop's Cream Gel Pencil in the shade Besto. And for lower lashes, you know the drill, Ardell, top and bottom. And then I bronzed and contoured my face with the Dolce de Leche palette from Wet n Wild. And I chose the Clockwork Face Duo from ColourPop for blush and highlight. And then for an extra pop, I grabbed my Ofra Pillow Talk. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, that extra pop. And then for lips, I chose my absolute favorite lipstick of all time from Jeffree Star, and it's the Christmas Cookie one. I love that lipstick, it's so gorgeous. And that completes the final look, and I thank you so much for watching.